I'm going to show you how to use LearnDash Student Voice plugin. So once the plugin is installed, you will see it here in the menu. And it's important to install the LearnDash LMS notifications plugin along with the Student Voice plugin because it uses this add-on to create notifications and send emails to users and admin on specific actions. So it's important to enable this plugin as well. So once the plugin is installed, you will see an option here which is called Students Voice. Here you will be able to see all the contributions made by your students on your courses. There is one more setting in Settings, Students Voice. Here you will be able to set where you want to enable users to contribute. So it can be turned off on specific things like lessons or topics, and it can be enabled on all these things. So the students would be able to contribute on all the pages and not just the course page. There is one more option to set a contribution page where all the student contribution would display. So just create a simple page and add this shortcode. So it will begin displaying all the contributions there. There is one more option that the contributions by students are displayed on the course pages. So by default it's enabled. If you want to disable showing approved student contributions on courses, then you can disable it from here and it will hide it from all the courses. There's also a specific option to hide it on a specific course. So you can always hide it on a specific course and make it enable here. There are some other options available for appearances. You can change the button on the text. You can change its placement and the background colors. So after these settings are done, the student will be able to see an option on course and on all the entities that are checked. So it's checked on the course page. So one thing is important, that a student should be logged in. So if they're not logged in, they won't be able to see this option. So once a student is logged in and they navigate to the course page, they'll be able to see this option where they can share their contribution for this course. Here the student will be able to contribute, and they can also download the document and print this contribution. So once this contribution is made by a student on your site, the admin will be able to see these contributions here on the student's voice page. So it says that a student 1 has contributed for course 1, and you can see this contribution once you visit the edit page. You can also assign categories to contributions to easily filter them and see them here. So here you can set a category and then you can filter by category on this main contributions page. So once this contribution is done, it will show up here, and there is an option to set notifications on specific triggers. So let's visit LearnDash notification add-on. Here, once our student voice plugin is installed, new notification triggers will be added to the LearnDash LMS notification add-on, which says student raised a voice if they are heard and if the contribution is approved. So you can set these triggers and set specific emails for user, group leader, or admin depending on what trigger is created. So I've already set some emails, like there will be an email triggered when a student contributes to the site. You can also use these shortcodes to use dynamic names in your email. So this is the email content, and here you can set to whom you want to send this email. So when a student raised a voice or when they contributed, admin will receive an email. You can see it here. So it says that student 1 shared possible improvements on course 1. This is what I've said. So this is the dynamically displayed shortcode which shows me the student name and the email. So you can create your email body here and it will be sent to admin. If you want to send the notification to users, you can create a new notification and set it to user and set this email trigger. So it will trigger emails whenever a student has contributed. So there are other triggers as well. So once the student has contributed, the admin will be able to see his contribution here on the student's voice page, and they can notify the student that their contribution is seen and like it's heard. So if the voice is heard, you can say that your voice is heard. You can mark this checkbox, and you won't be able to do it again because it will send an email to the student that their voice is heard and their contribution is received. The student will also be able to edit their contributions once they have made a contribution. So once they edit their contribution, it will be updated on the admin, and the admin will be able to see these contributions. So we have created one more notification on when the student voice is heard. So we checked on the student voice heard checkbox on the contribution. So it will send an email to the student that their voice is heard. So this is a notification that I set here. So you can set whatever notifications or emails you want to set using these triggers, and you can set where you want to send these emails. One more thing the admin has to do is, once they've heard the voice, they can decide if they want to approve this contribution or if they don't want to approve this contribution. And if they approve this contribution, there's an option to show the contributions on the main course page. So let's notify the student that their contribution is approved. And once you have notified it, it will show up on the course page. So this is our course page, and once the contribution is approved, here the students will be able to see that their contributions on the course page. They will also receive an email because I have set a trigger that your voice is approved, and here's a link to the course. So you can see that on the course page it says that which user has contributed and what is the contribution. So this is an admin view of the course page. The student will also be able to see his contribution here, and other students will also see what contribution the student made. So this will encourage the students to contribute more courses. There is other option as well that a student can contribute on lessons as well. It depends whether it's set in the settings. So if it's set on the settings, the student can also contribute to lesson topics and quizzes. So if the student starts the quiz, they will be able to contribute after a quiz is finished. All the contributions will show up here in the student's voice section. You can see that the student has contributed to quiz 1, they have contributed to lesson 1. So you can notify the students and approve their contribution if you want to. So these triggers will always be available for all the contributions that are made on the front end by students. So these are the options available for using this plugin. And you can also set, this is the My Contributions page. This is the main page where all the student contributions would show. So if a student visits this page, they will be able to see all the contributions that they have made. They can also download their contributions using these checkbox. So it will download all, if they click this, or they'll be able to download a Word file which will have all these contributions. They can also remove their contribution if there's a mistake or something.